All right, and we are live. G'day, everyone. Welcome to our weekly programming lesson. Now, today we're going to go back to Scratch. We've been doing OUCC Blockly for a little while, but I think going back to Scratch is still kind of fun. And we're going to do some advanced text to speech today. We're going to make some really funny functions, okay? And I cannot wait to get this started. Okay. So first things first, we got to understand what is text to speech. So text to speech uses a technology to read your typed text, and then it generates using a computer to generate the voice to read out your text. And only a few years back, this was not really possible with everyday technology, but now text to speech is available everywhere, and uh, technologies like Alexa and with Amazon or Google Home or Siri, they all use text to speech so that a computer can talk to us and can speak to us in a language that we can understand, so that we don't have to keep reading our phones or reading our computer screens. So we're going to open up Scratch. If you haven't downloaded Scratch yet, make sure you go onto the Scratch website and download Scratch, or you can actually use the Scratch online editor. Just having a look, seeing all the people that are coming online now. That's great. Hello, hello. All right. If you haven't downloaded Scratch, you can just go to search for Scratch, and then I'll show you the actual browser. If you go into MIT Scratch, then what I use is the offline editor. So you go into, I think you can just go create to just use the offline editor. I also use the download. So Scratch offline editor, I think it's called. So you have to search for that in Google to get to it. Okay, then you can download the offline app, and then you can download that, and then you can work with that without using the internet. But if you are using the internet, you can just click on create, and then you can use the web app. All right, I'm not using the web app. I'm using the desktop app, and it's just a little bit faster, so we don't have to go online all the time. Okay. Radio. Let's see how many people we have online now. Excellent. You're starting to see people coming onto the class. Okay, so what are we going to do today? We're going to make our character speak and say funny things. Okay, because I've been hearing a lot of funny talk in my classrooms lately because of something called Skibidi toilet. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it, but Skibidi toilet seems to be something that is very popular these days. We're going to make a Skibidifier, which is going to be a text generator to make our characters speak in Gen Alpha speak. Okay, really, really funny. So I'm going to choose a character first. You can choose any character you want. I'm going to create a character. I might have Sam. Sam here looks kind of cool. He looks like a Gen Alpha kid. I'll make him slightly bigger. And then we're going to make Sam say some words to test out if it works. Okay, so first we're going to our events down the bottom left, drag in some an event when the flag is clicked, and then let's give him a sound. Okay, here we go. Start sound, pop. Press play, and then you should hear a pop sound. Okay, so it seems to be working. But we don't want to make him make pop sounds. We want him to actually say stuff, right? So how do we make a character say something? Go into looks, and then we go say something for how many seconds, right? Say hello for 5 seconds. Say hello. Now our character's saying hello. But you notice that when I say to say some text, it just shows the writing. It doesn't actually say anything. I might change his backdrop as well. Backdrop seems a little bit boring. We're going to have Sam at a, let's say, a theater. This is going to be apt when the time comes. Okay. Right. So Sam's saying hello, but he's not actually saying hello, right? Because he's not actually making any sound. We're going to fix that. So we have a block called text-to-speech, and you need to access it by clicking on the Add Extensions blocks down the bottom left, and then you click on text-to-speech. Okay. And then instead of saying hello for 5 seconds, we can speak hello like this. You can also set their voice to be a higher voice or a lower voice, a deep voice or a high-pitched voice. I'm going to make this alto sounds good. So we're going to have him say hello, and then also write out hello for 5 seconds. Let's see how that works.
Hello.
Okay. So it said hello before it wrote it. Now I want to do it both at the same time. So how about we do this? We create what's called a parallel stack of code. Parallel code. So that when we press the play sign, the play button, or the go flag, we do both at the same time. Okay, so we press play. We'll go.
Hello.
Now it's doing it properly. His voice is a little bit, I don't know, it doesn't sound right. Let's try tenor.
Hello.
Maybe that's weak.
Hello.
Oh, that sounds better. All right. Now we have him saying hello. What about if we say something like Skibidi? I wonder if that's going to do anything.
Skibidi.
Skibidi. All right. So our character is saying Skibidi. Okay. So it works. Text generation, text to voice, is very impressive because it knows all the rules of the English language. So even if you give it a word that is kind of gibberish, it will try its best to pronounce the word. And that's really, really cool. Okay. Now we can make Sam say lots of ridiculous things, but we want to now make it so that we have a system so that we can plug in a whole bunch of text, and then I want Sam to change that text into Gen Alpha speak so that it turns it any kind of random text. Let's say we find some random text from a Roald Dahl book, and then every third word Sam's going to add a Gen Alpha text into it. Okay, like Skibidi, like I don't know what else they say. Like I'm gonna research this. I'm gonna research this, but it's going to be interesting. Okay. So instead of when the flag is clicked, we're going to change this event out. We're going to broadcast a message. So when I receive a message, new message, I'm going to call it talk. When I talk, that's when I receive the message to talk, that's when I say all this stuff. And instead of saying Skibidi, I'm going to create a variable called sentence. or maybe gen alpha sentence. Okay. So when the flag is clicked, I'm going to set gen alpha sentence to something. And then when I receive talk, I speak the sentence, the gen alpha sentence. Okay? But what about if I wanted to make this gen alpha sentence so that I can put any text in there and then turn it into a gen alpha speak. So I add all these random gen alpha words. So I'm going to need a function or a my block. Okay. So here I'm going to create a my block called Skibidify. And then we add in some text. So, okay. And this is how Skibidify is going to work. Okay. Skibidify receives a sentence. Now this sentence is going to be maybe text. I'll see if we can do this. I'm going to use a list actually. Skibidify is going to be a list. Sentence list. So I'm going to see if there's a way to create, here we go. So replace item 1 of sentence list with thing. Okay, this will work. So when we go Skibidify, we're going to take a list. So over the top here, I'm going to go into our list. I'm going to delete all of sentence list at the start. And then I'm going to insert some text. How should I do this? Hello. My name is Sam. Okay. Hello. My name is Sam. Okay. So this is going to be my sentence list. And then when I say to Skibidify the sentence, I am going to actually do this. Skibidify. And then put in my sentence list. So now we're going to Skibidify the sentence list and then create a text, turn it into gen alpha sentence, and then make it talk. Okay. So you see how I've got Skibidify sentence list. Now I'm going to go to event and I'm going to broadcast the message to talk after I've Skibidified the sentence. Okay. How am I going to Skibidify the sentence? Well, here I'm going to make it so that once I receive the list, replace one item of sentence list with thing. Okay, so Skibidi. So I'm going to make it so that Skibidi sigma. Replace one item, item number 1 of sentence list. But instead of replacing item number 1, I want it to be randomized. Okay, I'm going to pick a random number from 1 all the way to the length of my my list. Okay, with Skibidi Sigma. Because once I've replaced it, then I'm going to have to create my Gen Alpha sentence. So I'm going to go up the top here. Okay, Gen Alpha sentence is right now is hello. So I need to set Gen Alpha sentence 2 to a blank list. To a blank text, and then I'm going to loop through all the items in my sentence list. So I'm going to repeat through the length of sentence list, and then for each one of the items in my sentence list, I'm going to add it to my Gen Alpha sentence. I'm just trying to think if this is the best way to do it. Show variable. Oh no, I can't add it. It's not like Blockly. What I'll do instead is I'll speak each one at a time. Speak each one slowly, one at a time. So instead of broadcast talk here, repeat length of sentence list. What I'll do is I'll go set Gen Alpha sentence to item number 1 of the thing. But then I need to now create a variable for the counter. You see, that's why Blockly is so much more powerful than Scratch, right? Because of all these little utilities. And the last few weeks, we've been using lots of Blockly, right? So here, we're going to create a variable. Call it sentence counter. You're going to set the sentence counter to 1 at the start. And then we're going to have item sentence counter of sentence list. And then we broadcast talk. Broadcast talk and wait? No, broadcast talk. And then we have to increase sentence counter by 1. All right, let's look through everything again. So when I receive talk, I'm going to read out whatever is in the Gen Alpha sentence. Skibidify will make it so that I take all the items in the sentence list and then randomly add Skibidi Sigma into a different part of the sentence. Oh, hold on. Maybe instead of replace, we should add it to insert. Let's do that. Insert Skibidi Sigma at pick random. Here we go. That's better. And then it's going to loop through every item in the sentence list, and then it's going to broadcast talk each time. So instead of broadcasting for 5 seconds, go maybe a 1 second. Don't know if it's going to work. Let's see if it works, okay?
Skibidi Sigma.
It all happens so quickly, okay? So what we need to do is add a wait block. Here we are. Let's try it again.
Hello. Skibidi Sigma. My name is Sam.
All right, let's make that a little bit quicker.
Hello. My Skibidi Sigma is Sam.
Maybe Skibidi Sigma is a bit too long. Let's make it so that it's 1, and then let's try it again.
Hello. Skibidi. My name is Sam.
See? So now we have our own Gen Alpha text generator. Okay, this is the Skibidify function. So you can see how when we use text to speech and lists, we can create a lot of really fun little tools just like this. And honestly, this character speaks a lot like some of my students right now. They just randomly add Skibidi in their talk, and yeah, this is how it works. Okay, hope everyone had fun today. If you have any questions or any suggestions on what we can do next week, then make sure you put it into comments below. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.